PPAs are a very, very good tool in the toolbox, but what we also need is that backdrop of regulatory, political, market certainty to really give companies the confidence that they can really get energy at the right price at the right time. And we saw, of course, that member states across Europe had to really react in a very short period of time, very high-pressured policy-making environment to really try and bring those energy prices down. So as you mentioned, we saw the emergence of these revenue caps. How, as an energy buyer, have you sort of perceived that situation? Has it been helpful? Did you see benefits of that?
Well, there's been a lot of talk about the problems that the caps have caused for producers and for developers of renewable projects. The Commission itself came out with a report last week, basically highlighting these problems and recommending that these caps should not be extended. I would also add a lesser talked about issue is the problems that these caps have caused for consumers as well. Industry did not see many revenues coming from these caps, but the introduction of these caps into the market have distorted the proper functioning of the market. And when that happens, it becomes extremely difficult, in certain cases actually impossible, to sign a PPA. And as I mentioned before, PPAs are our way forward out of this crisis. So creating a situation where we cannot sign them is a really big problem, and we need to solve it.
And of course, the flip side of that, when we're looking at the supply of renewable electricity, it's created this uncertain environment where actually we've seen investments in new renewables projects, so solar and wind farms, which we desperately need at this point in the energy transition. Those investments have fallen. That's a really, really serious thing to have happened at this point in the energy crisis. And of course, if we can't build new wind and solar, we can't go out and sign power purchase agreements, which companies then use to decarbonise.
Exactly. And if you look at the longer term perspective, one of the key ways that we can help to ensure that the prices drop is to add a lot more renewables into the system. Renewables have a suppressive impact on electricity prices that help to reduce prices. So if we can get more of these into the system, every single consumer will benefit as a result of this.